What's up, y'all? This is Aquarius Roberts back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. And we have finally made it through the major arcana, and I'm really excited. And so now we're jumping into the minor arcana. So the major arcana is dealing with secrets that we can't control. So it's like the universe is coming in your situation and interfering. Okay, so all the major arcana cards come in your life, and these are themes that are going on in your life that you have no control over and you can't do anything about, but you have to learn how to adapt to the energy that's being brought forth to you. So with the minor arcana, these are things that we well have control over. These are choices that we make daily in life. Either they are good for us or not good for us. But the choice is yours. And so this is where free will comes into play, because the universe has its plan, but we also have a plan of our own. And so within individuality, within the greater scheme of things, there is also an individuality aspect, okay, that we go by. And so it's like the major influences filter into the minor influences and make you come out to do certain actions, whether good or bad, depending on how you deal with the energy that's being presented towards you. So here, I just wanted to come and make an introduction for the Pentacles, right? Because the Pentacles is the first minor arcana suit that we'll be jumping into. And so the Pentacles are all about stability, longevity, real reward, financial resources. They have to deal with the industry, commercials. It could be stardom. It could be I don't want to necessarily say the military, but I want to say people of a higher power of authority. So these are Earth cards. They're ruled by Earth. So Earth cards are all about. They're all about. They're all about real opportunity, right? It's like real opportunity being manifested in a situation. So if you're working and like you're a person that's very career minded, Pentacles will show up a lot in your readings. If you're Earth sign, Pentacles will show up a lot in your readings. Some of you guys might not know astrology, but in astrology, you can have, other than your sun sign, you could be a Sagittarius sun, but you could be a moon in Capricorn, which is an earth sign. So even though you're a sun sign, Sagittarius or whatever, emotionally you may be more earthy, more grounded, more reliable, more longevity type, more loyal and dedicated to your cause. Right? So that's what the Pentacles bring, this longevity. So when Pentacles come up in a reading, you're thinking about longevity. This is something that you've put in the work in the physical realm, and it's showing results, right? And so Pentacles also stand for shielding, right? Because the Pentacle itself, which this will be the card I'll be talking about first, is the Ace of Pentacles. But just to give you a little insight on Pentacles, as you see, the Pentacle is a star, right? And so it's a star within a circle, right? And I know a lot of you seen this before in movies, where they have the pendulum and the pendulums in there, and the witches are drawing them on the floor and sitting in them, and people are like, oh my God, evilness. And it's like, no, let me give you some hardcore facts right here. One, the devil is ruled by Pentacles. It is a Pentacle card. Part two, the devil is also ruled by Capricorn. These are not literal contexts. These are very metaphysical contexts. They have meaning behind the meaning, right? And so a lot of people take things very literal when they hear them. Like I speak about the Bible personally. I speak about the Bible. But does it mean um that I really believe it word for word? No, it doesn't. It means that the story within it collides with another story that means the same thing. If you look in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which I've read that also, you see the same story. You see the same story, but different characters, right? And so, um, and so because of this, this story is being put out to the universe, even though it all comes from the Kabbalah tree. And we'll get into all that later because there's so much I want to teach you guys, but I don't want to make this video too long because I have to get into the Ace of Pentacles. But I just really wanted y'all to know, like Earth is not evil. You know what I mean? This is hell on earth, though. I will say that because the devil rules Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign. Don't take this physical, Capricorns. I'm not saying you guys are evil, but I am saying that a lot of people think you're evil. A lot of people think that you're very cynical. You know what I mean? Or can be. Let's say that because I don't want to be judgmental or biased, but a lot of people say that you can be. When you get in your dark, deep moods, you know, you can be a little bit very cynical about things and very analytical towards others. But that's no fault of my own and no understanding. Some of you guys are very happy. Just depends on aspects that's going on in your chart. But anyways, the Merkaba, which is the pinnacle, is also spoken about in the Emerald Tablets. And so Thoth speaks about the Merkaba as being a shield and also a device for transportation. So it transfers you places. So we could talk about Pentacles having to deal with movement. You know what I mean? Having to deal with movement or traveling or, you know what I mean? Just real moves that turn into real things, you know, that show up in your environment. So, so when I speak about the Pentacles, you know, I'll be definitely speaking about, you know, manifestation and what can keep you safe or how you feel safe. You know, that's what I think about those cards. What makes you feel safe inside? You know, Earth, you know, stability, you know what I mean? Maintaining, developing, long stream, income, you know what I mean? These are the things that I'm thinking about. How you commit to relationships. These are all the devil card, right? And the major arcana. This is why the devil card is so important. You know what I mean? Part 2, the devil has no face. Read it in the Bible. Go ahead. Somebody come to me and tell me where in the Bible does they say this is what the devil looks like. They don't know. They say he's the god of music and yeah, he's the servant of the earth and he dwells on the earth and he's a lion with teeth. You know what I mean? But nowhere does they speak of him having horns or, you know, him having goat feet like a Capricorn. You know what I mean? This is all Pan. Pan is another mythological creature that was made up. And we'll talk about Pan later, but this is the Earth card. This is Earth energy, is Pan, right? And so people have developed Pan in movies as relating him to the devil or Lucifer, which are also two different people. And we'll get into that later. But, you know, I've studied several different religions and I've learned different things from these religions. You know what I mean? And one thing that I've understood is that they all have the same commonality, but everybody's waiting for a different person to come and save them. And that person who they're waiting for has told everybody that to save yourselves because you have to learn what I'm teaching you. So I just feel like people don't come down here and teach us stuff in these different religions, whatever one's real, I don't know. But I'm not here to question what's real. I'm just here to give the knowledge and understanding that I've received. You know what I mean? And, you know, everybody's waiting for somebody to come back. But they say that the truth is within you. The truth is understanding your own self, and therefore you could be created as a God. But I don't want to go too deep into that. We'll get to all that later. But to make it simple, Earth energy is all about longevity, endurance, stability, um, something that you put your trust into, something that you know you'll manifest, something that you're willing to invest into, time into, travel for, make work. You know, it doesn't matter the who, what's, when's, where's, or why's, but it will make things happen. So as I jump into this card, I hope you guys enjoy and see you on the next video.